Hello friends, today in this tutorial I'll be showing you that how to basically build out a simple Android application where you can basically download an image from Unsplash, and every time whenever a user click this button download image, every time a random image will be displayed here. You can see on your screen right here, this is the demo of the application what we will be building in this tutorial. So this is basically a very simple app. If you click a button, every time it will make a HTTP request to Unsplash API and it will fetch a random picture and it will display it on the mobile. So it's a very fun little application. You will get to know how to call HTTP request to external API using two libraries of Android and Java, which is OkHttp and Picasso. So these are two external libraries that are required for this project, and so all the source code that I will use in this video is given in the description of this video. So I've written a complete detailed step-by-step blog post where I've given all the source code. So if you have any sort of problem, you can read that blog post and get all the source code. So in this way, guys, you will see we are fetching random images from Unsplash. So let's start building this Android application. So first of all, what I will do is that I will delete all this source code and start from scratch. So let me just delete all that. So we will start from clean slate. So we will not have any sort of code. So let me also delete here. So we have deleted all that stuff here. So the very first thing we need to do, guys, as you can see in this app, we are making HTTP call here. So we need to grant permission to our Android device to basically make use of internet, because if you are communicating with a third-party website to download the images, you require internet. So the very first thing we need to do, we need to go to your directory structure here, and you will find out this file, which is android manifest.xml. So here you just need to add this permission right here at the very top here. So this permission is required here. So here, how to add this permission? It's very easy. Inside this here, you need to write uses-permission and android.permission.internet. So you can see there are list of permissions out there that you can grant to your Android app. So one such permission is this for using internet. So this permission is granted to each and every app which is there on Play Store or any sort of app store. So you just need to first of all grant it. Now you need to go to this build.gradle file, guys. So here you will open this file, and here every time if you want to make use of third-party dependencies, you need to add them right here inside the dependencies section. So here we will make use of two dependencies that I already told you guys, which is OkHttp and Picasso. So I will paste this line of code. The link is given in the description of the video. So Picasso and OkHttp is required here, and then you need to click on synchronous now. So this will install these dependencies with the help of Android Studio. So now we need to open our Android activity_main.xml. So here, guys, let me just open the emulator here, and if I now just refresh the changes, click on that button. So now we just need to basically add a button, guys, right here inside the layout. First of all, we will add a image view. Let me just paste this XML code here. Don't waste your time here. So this XML code is basically HTML code. So this is not required for the logic of the application. And now if you run your application, so in the right hand side, you will see in the emulator, we will get a button out there. Download image right here at the bottom screen here, you will see. So if the user has pressed this button, you need to fetch a random image from Unsplash. So now we have got a simple button. We have attached this ID, which is button here. This is the main thing that you need to notice. We will use this ID inside our Java code. Similarly, we have this image view widget. We have provided a unique ID to it, and that's all. And now we need to move our focus to main activity.java file here, and here we will write our code here. So the very first thing we need to do, guys, here, we need to first of all make two private variables right here. We will make private image view, and here we need to make the image view variable, and then we will need to make a button variable, which is button, and this will be button. And after that, guys, we just need to find out these elements that are present using their IDs. We will find out them. This is very easy inside Java, how we can do that. So what we can do is that we will make sure image view, and here this contains a method find view by ID, and then we will say RID dot, and then we have given the ID to it of image view. Similarly, we will do it for the button as well. Find view by ID r.id.button. That's all. So now, guys, whenever you press this button, again we need to initialize this set on click listener. Inside this we will pass, here we will define this method new view dot on click listener, and here you will define this method, guys, which is public void on click, and here we will pass the view here. And inside this, guys, you will use this external method, which is download image. So whenever you click the button, you will basically this needs to be public. That's all. Let me just move this line to this block of code here. So we have implemented this. So now we need to define this method, guys, download image, which will actually make HTTP call to the Unsplash, and it will basically download a random image. So here we will use basically private void download image, and inside this, guys, we will first of all make a URL here, string URL, and this will be HTTPS and source.unsplash.com/random. So this is the URL, guys, that we will be hitting here in order to make a random call to the API. So it is saying that add a return statement. Okay, sorry. And here we will use OkHttp client, guys. This is basically the module here, and here we will make the client. We will instantiate OkHttp client like this, and then we need the request also module as well. If you see, Android Studio is automatically importing that, so I did not have to manually write these lines of code here. So all the source code is given in the description of this video, and then we will simply make the request. It contains a method which is builder, and here you can bind a methods which is can chain them like this URL. You can pass the URL that you defined, and then we can build. That's all. After doing that, guys, this contains a method which is new call, and inside this we will pass our request, and here we will make use of this method invoke, and here we will call the callback method. And here we have two methods that we need to implement. First one for the failure. If the HTTP request is not successful, then this method will take place, which is on failure. So inside this, guys, we will basically have two things which will be there, which will be the actual call and the input output exception. And here we will simply say e.print stack trace. That's all. This also we need to import, so I will simply import class. So we also need to implement this method as well, which is on response. So this will also have these actual call and the response. So if you're building it in Android Studio, guys, it will automatically do all the heavy lifting for you. It will write all the auto completion, it will do for you. And inside this, guys, what we need to do is that we need to get the string image URL which is coming here. We need to convert response, and we will call request, and we will basically convert this to a URL and then to a string. That's all. So this is now basically a string, guys, that we can display, So we will make use of this run on UI thread method, and this basically expects a runnable to be passed here like this. So this run method is we need to implement, and inside this, guys, we will make use of Picasso library. So we can simply call this Picasso, and this basically have a get method, guys, and we will simply load this image file and we will pass the image URL which is passed here, and we will load this into the image view. That's all. This makes it very easy, guys, this Picasso library. So you can load any external image into a image view. So this is the library which is used here, because we are loading directly this image URL to this image view. This is your application is completed, guys. So now if you want to run this project, you can simply run this by clicking the run button. So now you will see cannot find symbol on line 40. Sorry, this needs to be void. And now again click on run app. So we need to terminate it and once again run this application. So now, guys, let me show you. Now this is our application which is there. Let me refresh this, and again let me I'm refreshing it. So this is my app here. So now if you click the button, guys, download image, you will see it will automatically go to Unsplash, and you can see it is displaying these random images here. You will see that. So in this way, guys, you can display random images by making use HTTP calls using OkHttp and Picasso using Unsplash in Java and Android Studio. Thank you very much for watching this video. All the source code is given in the description of the video. Thank you very much for watching this video.